Hi everyone, it's Jamie. On my last video, I asked people what they would like to see me do a video on, and a lot of you guys just asked some questions and wanted me to do a house tour. I could do a house tour tomorrow when I have the day off. I'm not going to do that today. But I did pick 15 questions out of your guys's that, and just randomly picked 15 that I will answer. So let's get started. The first one is my name. My name is Jamie Lynn. I'm not going to say my last name. Sorry, but I'm not going to do that. 2. My age. Although a girl should never tell her age, I will. I am 35. I was born July 10th, 1980. 3. My relationship. I am not currently in any relationship, nor am I really looking for one. If one comes my way, I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it if it was the right thing and my children accepted, stuff like that. But I am currently not in any type of relationship. 4. Kids. Do I have kids? I have 5 children, 4 living and 1 deceased. What pets do I have? We have 4 pets. We have 2 dogs, a cat, and a rabbit. Although the cat and the rabbit is my oldest daughter's animals, but I have a dog, one whose name is Marley. She is Chihuahua and Snoodle. She's 6 years old. I've had her since she was 4 weeks old. And then we have a purebred teacup Chihuahua. Her name is Paisley. She currently stays at my mom's. She doesn't really like me, and she got super attached to my mom when we were staying there, so she stays at my mom's house. And then my daughter has a cat named Moo, who we actually rescued out of our mailbox. We were driving by, and I'm like, I just saw lights in the mailbox to my oldest daughter, or eyes in the mailbox, and she was like, what? And we went back, and there was like 4 to 5 week old kitten in our mailbox. So we rescued her and still have her. She's very mean. And then my daughter has a pet rabbit whose name is Jinx. So those are the pets. My favorite color is pink. I have pink nails. And my car, I have it all decked out in pink. I would have my whole house pink, to be honest, if I could. I usually buy mostly pink clothes. I don't know, I just love the color pink. And it's weird because as a child, I hated the color pink. And I just hated it. But yeah, those are my favorite color. My favorite flower, number 7. My favorite flower is the sunflower, and the cool little story about that is when my great-grandmother was alive, I used to stay at her house all the time with my aunt, and we used to take care of her. And on Sundays, she would go grocery shopping, and she would buy me one sunflower, just one, and every Sunday she would give it to me, and she told me, she was like, I just want you to stand tall and proud like a sunflower and soak up on the sun. She goes, that's how I want you to live your life, tall and proud. She said, because that's what the sunflower does. They're taller than everything, and they stand up proud. So that's a cool little story. I said again. 8. Did I graduate? I did not graduate high school, although I did get my GED. I had a baby when I was young. I was a teen mom. I got my GED while I was going through nursing school. I went through my LPN class, so I did both in one. And could I go back and wish I had done the high school and actually got my high school diploma? Yes, but I do feel that I am still living the dream that I wanted to be to become a nurse or whatever. An RN is what my goal is, and I'm hoping that I can actually do that, possibly starting back in January. So yeah, that's that. And 9. My kids' ages. So my oldest daughter is Sierra. She is 19, and then my daughter Cassidy is 17. She too now is a mom of a 2-year-old little boy, Landon. He's the cutest little thing ever. And then I have a 15-year-old daughter named Morgan, and I have a 13-year-old son named Ethan. And I also have a 10-year-old child whose name is Duncan. He would have been 10 this year. He was born in 2005, and he passed away at birth. So number 10, how many siblings do I have? I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. 11, are you the oldest or the youngest? I am neither. I have an older sister named Jennifer. She is 36. And then there's me, who's 35. Then my sister Janelle, who is 33. And then I have a sister and a brother who are both 32. They are not twins, but the way my family goes is my older sister Jennifer and I have different moms and different dads. And then Janelle, I, and Ricky all have the same mom and the same dad. And my sister Laurel has the same father. Complicated, I know, but we all love each other, you know, like we have the same mom, same dad, whatever, it doesn't matter. We love each other just the same. There I go again with number 12. Are your parents together? No, my parents are not together. They separated when I think I was around 7 for their final separation. They had a very bad marriage, but today they are good friends. They get along great. They hang out. It's a weird thing now, but it's cool for us that we get to see our parents interact and not fight. Our parents don't fight at all now. They're good friends, like I said. So it's like a happy ending to a bad story, I guess. Number 13. Do you want children? Well, obviously, I just said I have 4, technically 5, but I had ovarian cancer in 2007, so I lost the ability to have more children. But I'm glad that I have 4 perfect, children today. And I feel at this point, if I was to get in any type of relationship at my age, my significant other would possibly have children too, so I would be welcome to extend my family in that way. And if anybody wants to just give me a baby, go ahead, you can. I'm just kidding. Number 14. Things you are afraid of. I am 100% afraid of spiders. Petrified. Absolutely petrified. And I'm also petrified of moths. If there is a moth, it doesn't matter if it's the smallest little moth to a big moth, I will run and hide under covers or in a closet or something until somebody gets rid of that moth. I have no idea why I'm petrified of them. I'm 100% scared of them. I have tried to overcome my fears. I know it sounds silly, like everybody's thinking, a moth, really? No, I'm petrified. I can't help it. The other thing that I'm absolutely 100% afraid of, I have this huge fear that my house is going to catch on fire, or a house that I'm in, and that I will not have the ability to get my children and my pets out of the house. I have the fear. I have nightmares about it. I think about it on a daily basis. I'm always checking things to make sure that my house is safe, there's no wires, whatever. I'm totally afraid of it. And the other thing I'm afraid of is my children being kidnapped. Basically, harm to my children is, I guess, where I would be going with this. But back in 2004, we went to the Speedy Fest that we have here in Binghamton, New York. I don't know if you've never been to the Speedy Fest. It's like a big air balloon rally and a big Speedy thing. A lot of famous people come to it. Like last year, they had Joan Jett, they had a concert, and a few others. The year that we went, it was the first year that they had done Survivor on TV, and Rupert from Survivor was there. And we had went with my friends, Michelle and John, and their 5 kids, and then it was me, my ex-husband Mark, and our 4 children. And when we first went in, they had what they call a safety pad, and they had like these little shamrocks that you could fill out with your children's name, the parent's name, and the parent's cell phone number. And I remember saying to my husband, look, I don't want to fill these out. We don't need it. We watch our kids. These are, whatever. But my children really wanted to fill them out. So we let them do it, and whatever. So they did it. And then, the day was going on, whatever. Cassie had a balloon, and Morgan had popped the balloon. So she was crying or whatever. I was like, I'm just going to go get her another balloon. So I took Cassidy, and we went to go get another balloon. And my ex-husband Mark and my friend Michelle had left and went to take the kids to the on the playground that was there. And Michelle's husband John and their 2 kids had taken off to go watch the concert that was there. So it was Michelle and her 3 kids, and Mark and my other 3 kids, because I had Cassidy with me. I get back there, and he says, I can't find Morgan, she's nowhere to be found. I'm like, well, she's got to be here. She's, somewhere on this playground. So we start looking for her, and she was nowhere to be found. So I instantly notified the police department, and they started shutting down the park. And then I get this phone call from the people at the safety pad, and they said that they had my child. So I go running to the safety pad when we first came in, where we filled out the Shamrock thing. Little did I know that there was more than one safety pad place. So I went there. There was nobody there. Like, there was nobody sitting there. And so I thought, oh my God, this person's like trying to fool with me and stuff. So I called the number back, and I'm like, I'm at the safety pad and you're not here. Like, where's my child? And she was like, calm down. We have your child. There's another safety pad. There's like 4 or 5 of them throughout the thing, and we're over by where they were serving the Speedies. So I was like, are you sure you have my child? Because I didn't want to be running to the wrong child, when my child was missing. So I had dressed my kids. All my girls were dressed in like these little jeans with these purple shirts, purple Nikes, and they had like purple hair ties. So she described my child, and it was definitely, she was definitely wearing the same stuff as my child. So I go there, and sure enough, it was my child. Well, this lady had taken Morgan off the slide, and I think she thought that Morgan was only 2, because Morgan is very little for her size, and she definitely did not look like a 4-year-old at the time. And I think the lady got scared when Morgan started screaming out for her parents, and so she turned her into the safety pad and had claimed that my child was wandering. For one, my child wouldn't just go wander off from her parents. And 2 ladies saw this lady remove my child and take her. So the lady ended up getting arrested, and when she went to court, she served, I think it was a year in jail, and then she isn't allowed, she was also served probation too, but she's not allowed to attend any parks or schools or anything like that. I mean, she could have really just taken her. And I mean, it happened in a blink of the eye. My husband swears that she was on the slide and he just looked down to check on Ethan, who was really little at the time. He was 2. And he said that Ethan was playing on the stones. He was looking to make sure Ethan hadn't put anything in his mouth or whatever. So I mean, it happened within seconds. But so that's why I'm afraid of those things. Just always make sure your kid is in like a stroller or whatever if they're little. And word of advice, don't let them play on playgrounds where there's tons of people, because I mean, the situation went bad quick. And for us, lucky, it turned into a happy situation. We were able to get our child back with no harm done to her, but it's still a scary thing. So 15, if you could have one wish. So my wish would be that my daughter Morgan, who I was just talking about, she actually was born with some health problems that I'm not going to discuss right now on this. But she has quite a few health problems, and so my wish would be for her to just be 100% healthy and not have to really go through anything anymore with health. That would be my one wish. So that's it for this video. Maybe tomorrow I'll make the house tour video like I said. But thanks for watching. Bye.